Give me 2. Give me 3. Turn me on!
I have one question to ask. Anybody ready to go walk with me?
Yes, sir.
Anybody ready to go walk with me?
Yes, sir.
War time! War time! You gonna make your name today. You understand?
Yes, sir.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. How you feel? How you feel? Yeah!
Hey guys, what's going on? It is Alex with Born to Compete, the #1 source for youth sports. And as you can see, we are at the FBU National Championship and the East Bay All-American All-Star Game. Right now, we're here with Coach Kennedy. Obviously, you've seen him. You've seen him from North Carolina, that wonderful league up there. Coach, how you doing up here, man?
I'm doing great, man.
Let's talk about the national championship. That's what we're here to see. So you saw some great games. You saw some great talents. Let's talk about the 7th grade game first. What did you see in that one?
Well, I think the 7th grade game is going to be awesome. I mean, you talk about South Florida coming in here as one of the favorites, and you talk about talent and some of the best young talent I've ever seen. They got a 3-headed monster at running back.
Yeah.
And when you watch these running backs run, I mean, they run like grown men.
It's like that.
I'm excited to watch South Florida play in the championships.
All right, good. We're excited to see it, man. Check the highlights out right now. They start the highlights off right here, and look at this big hit by the middle linebacker, number 68 from Florida. As he says, this is the national championship game, and they are here to win it. Iowa tries to get outside with a swing pass, but look as the outside linebacker makes a great play in the backfield for a tackle for a loss. And then here, when Florida gets the ball, they know what to do with it, as the same kid that made the tackle for a loss, number 21, helps Florida get on the board first. But then Iowa comes to play some defense, as you see a big tackle for a loss by number 58 from Iowa. Then look at this play here. He reads the pass. Number 22 steps in front of the curl route, gets the ball, returns it back to the 20-yard line for Iowa, and Iowa now has a chance to tie this game up in a game many people didn't give them a chance to win. And then Iowa turns around, gives it to their running back, number 7, go with a regular lead play, gets into the end zone, and Iowa has tied the game up. But Florida shows exactly how talented they are as they go to work with the play action. And look at this play here by number 1 as he makes a couple of people miss, get upfield and get some positive yards for his team. And then look at this play here. You're not going to see too much of a better play by a quarterback here as he avoids the rush, gets his eyes downfield, makes the throw, and gives it to number 12 as he gets close to the goal line. And then later on in the drive, they know who to give it to, number 21, as he has some great blocking up front, and now Florida is starting to get on that roll right now. And then look at this run here. Not too much of a better run you're going to see by number 27 from Florida. Puts his foot in the ground, makes a couple of people miss, gets into the end zone, and Florida wins the FBU National Championship for the 7th grade division. Guys, we are back. You can see the competition is fierce. We told you this is the national championship, and they are going to get it on. I don't even know what to say. It's on the line right now. It's on the line. But let's talk about Maryland versus Georgia. Maryland hasn't been scored on yet. Georgia, everybody knows their defense. Their front 7. Let's go with their front 4. Obviously, you say when you have a defensive line like that, you have Realist George, Robert Cooper, other kids like that on that D-line that can play outstanding. I think they have a good chance to be successful in this game, or at least compete. Tell me, what do you think about Maryland?
Well, Maryland, I think, is going to be awesome. I think Maryland's coming in here as the favorite to win the tournament this year. And Maryland's loaded. I mean, if you watch Maryland play from top to bottom, they're one of the most talented teams in the tournament, and they're big, and they're physical, athletic.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I like what they have outside. They have a receiver, number 1. Can't remember his name right now. I don't want to say the best kid's name up on the show here. And their D lineman, number 99. They are beautiful the way they play inside, the way he uses his hand. He has a nice swim technique. I don't usually like swim techniques, but his is nice right there. And I want to see how this game goes. So we want to see. Let's check the highlights out right now, man. Maryland versus Georgia. It is the game everybody has been waiting to see. Maryland versus Georgia. Team GFL. As you see, Maryland comes out and is doing what everybody has predicted them to do, as they are going to control this game. But many people don't know. As we always say with football purists, defense wins championships, and this D-line here that GFL has is unreal. As you see Realus George getting in the backfield, getting the tackle for a loss. Then they switch to the other side. Look at London Bailey, gets pressure from the linebacker position. Realus George gets on the feet, and Nick Prince makes the tackle as Georgia holds Maryland out of the end zone. But Maryland has a great defense themselves. Number 1 and number 6 playing those outside linebacker positions, and look at number 99 with the swim move inside. Oh my goodness, he can't make it look better than that as he gets the tackle for a loss for Maryland. Then Maryland with the ball again. Look at Realus George as he attacks the tight end, gets pressure, makes him bounce it out, and London Bailey is there to make the tackle. And then here, Maryland goes to the passing game again. They know about the receivers, but know about the Georgia D-line as Whitmore gets in the backfield, gets a quarterback sack again. Now, if you're going to run the option, make a decision. The quarterback can't make it fast enough. Unfortunately, Maryland gets the ball back. They have the fumble recovery, and they are in a position to score. But, again, the D-line is just too much. Realus George in the backfield, Robert Cooper in the backfield, putting pressure on that quarterback where he just can't set his feet and make a pass. Then finally, he gets time, passes rush. The linebacker, Chris Carter, gets the interception, and Georgia now has the ball as they are looking to take the lead going into halftime. Here they go at the option again. Good decision by the quarterback, makes the pitch, gives to Chris Dominguez from Peachtree Ridge, and he gets down the field inside the 10-yard line. And right now, Team GFL, Team Georgia, is on the board 3-0 with a good kick by Pelham, as he gets the field goal, and they are up now 3-0 going into halftime. Here, Maryland continues to respond. They're holding in. They're playing this game. They are here for the national championship. Number 1 gives a Superman rip out as Maryland now is in position with the punt block by number 6, and number 99 has the ball. Big man has the ball. Big man has the ball. And Maryland is in a position to score right now. But again, the Georgia defense is just too strong. London Bailey's in the backfield. Realus George is in the backfield. Called his name numerous times. And here they go to pass, but look at Whitmore. Quick off the ball. Get up under the blocker's arm, rip through, and he has made the sack as they have now got the ball and forced a turnover. Fourth quarter, they need to make a stand. It is 3-0. Team Georgia is up on Team Maryland. Team Maryland now has the ball again. Play action. Look at the effort Nick Prince is showing as he gets the quarterback sack, and Georgia now has the ball where they can look to score and hopefully win this game here. But Maryland, they are not quitting. As you see, number 99 gets pressure, number 73 gets the sack, but go with the play action. Down to the receiver, Matthew Hill, bang right there as they are inside the 20-yard line, and Team Georgia is looking to knock off Team Maryland, which many people consider to win. Going with the play action, great block by Nolan Edmonds as he gets the pass out to London Bailey, and both great effort by both teams as Team Maryland tries to keep him out the end zone. That young man would be okay. Then here with the fullback give, they get into the end zone, and Team Georgia has advanced to the FBU National Championship 10-6 with a great win over a very talented team, Team Maryland. These are some of the best ninth graders in America when it comes to football as the East goes versus the West in the East Bay All-American game. And you see here the quarterback rolls out to his left, hits number 80 for a nice pass, getting downfield. But East has a very strong defense, as you see number 24 here coming from the linebacker position, making the tackle in the backfield for the tackle for the loss. And then here, look at this punt. Hangs up in the air, nice. The punt returner decides he's going to take a chance. Oh my goodness. Hit him with the John Cena, you can't see me, as number 48 lays a big hit on the punt returner. Then the quarterback goes to pass. He hits number 9. And number 9 makes a couple of moves, makes one man miss, get down the sideline, show off a little bit of speed, and gets down to the 20-yard line to help East out. And then here the quarterback, number 12 from the East, finds his receiver, number 10, as they get inside the 5-yard line. And then on the following play, they go to number 5 with the short toss from the shotgun, and he gets into the end zone, giving East the lead. But the West, look at this quarterback here. The kid had a phenomenal game. He moves up into pockets, avoids the rush, hits number 8 wide open, and they make it down to the 10-yard line. And then here you have to have arm strength to put it into the window. Hits him right there on the goal line, gets in the end zone, and the West is in this game as they have a touchdown. But look at this. This kid here, he's on many All-American lists. He's considered one of the better players in the country. Now he's returning the kick, gets down the field, makes a couple of people miss, shows off the speed, getting to the end zone, wave bye-bye to him as he takes it back to the house, 102-yard kickoff return. Then after halftime, watch this as number 5, Jamias Williams, runs the route for the receiver, catches the ball, gets the interception, and gives the East the ball. Put up the skull and crossbones for him. But then look at number 48, goes with the outside stunt, surprises the tackle and makes it in the backfield to get the sack. Then here again, gets off of him, gets in the backfield, makes a sack again, giving him 2 in a row. Number 48 has a great game. Now they are in overtime. East versus West, some of the best ninth graders in the country. And here it is, a good play call. They go to number 3 on the middle screen, gets across the middle, goes upfield, gets in the end zone, and the East has the lead, but the West is looking to score, and you know they can do it with that quarterback. As he finds the mismatch, the linebacker on the slot hits him in the back of the end zone. Great throw and catch as they tie the game, as they are down by 1 now, and they must make the extra point. And here going for the extra point from the East team. He gets the block, and that is it as the East wins the 9th grade All-American game sponsored by East Bay. Congratulations to them, and a great block by number 45 to win the game. It's time now for National Championship, 8th grade division. Everybody wants to see, because these are players that, people are going to start keeping their eye on as time goes on. Obviously, what you see is what you're going to get. You're going to have a couple of late bloomers here and there, but what you see is pretty much what you're going to get for 70% of these players. Now, let me ask this question. You got Georgia that beat Maryland. Give me your opinion of that game. First off, Georgia versus Maryland game.
Well, the funniest thing was Maryland was coming in here as one of the favorites to win it all. I mean, I even heard rumors that Maryland had even got a size for their rings already. So it was already kind of little cheddars going around what they were doing. Everybody was hearing the chirping. Everybody was hearing the chirping in the hotel. The parents. Maryland had some of the most rowdy parents I've ever seen.
They had the flags waving the whole nine.
You talk about state pride, they had it.
Yeah.
And I can appreciate them having the state pride. I love that kind of excitement in the stands.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, when the game got started, and you talk about Georgia, Georgia playing for that Georgia pride, I'd never seen anything like it. I expected Georgia to lose.
Okay.
And with that being said, the defending champion coming out of my region, which was the South region, and I've seen them. I mean, I played Georgia, South Charlotte, and I always thought Georgia was a great team, but I thought Maryland was better.
Okay.
For Georgia to come out there, I didn't think they was as talented as Maryland, but I think they played better as a team.
Yeah.
And I think Georgia was better coached and more prepared. And I love the setup. I love what Georgia did, and I love the way Georgia lined up for 4 quarters and hit them in the mouth.
Well, I'll tell you what, now they have moved into the championship game. They're playing a Seattle team. You've seen the Seattle team. Tell me, what do you think about the matchup as them playing Seattle?
Well, Seattle's the team to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, they came in here with no expectations. Nobody gave them a chance.
Yeah.
They were glad to be here, and they've came in here and they've made a statement for their program. The coaches are excited. The parents are excited. So they feel like they got nothing to lose and nobody's on their side.
Yeah.
Hey, they just going out to play football and have fun. And sometimes that can be the most dangerous team.
Exactly. Well, here it is, Larry. Let's stop waiting for it. Seattle versus Georgia, FBU National Championship, 8th grade division, man. Check the highlights out.
This is it, baby.
Hey, we're going to break it out here. We're going to sprint to the end zone. Pay me on 3, 2, 3. James on 3, 2, 3.
Time for the FBU 8th grade national championship as Seattle and Georgia get it on. And Seattle has heard all weekend long how Georgia's D-line is considered the best in the country in this tournament, and they come to show themselves as number 99 makes a play in the backfield. And look here, as number 95, the right end, crashes inside, still gets outside, and gets the quarterback sack on the Georgia quarterback. But Georgia's battle-tested. They know how to respond. And on third down, they go to their running back, get outside. Great block by the fullback as they get the first down. And then here, look at Trevor Lawrence all the way from Cartersville, Georgia, hooks up with his receiver, Matthew Hill, as they get down to the 30-yard line, and they are putting themselves in a position to take the lead in this national championship game. And then, as always, Nolan Edmonds has been a very solid contributor, but this game here, he showed up big time as the line was blocking phenomenal, and he gets down to the 10-yard line. Then later on in the drive, as it stalled out, Pan Mellon comes in, makes the field goal, and Georgia now has the lead 3-0 in the national championship game. But again, everybody knows about the Georgia D-line. Look at Jamari Slater over there on the D end with the blue helmet, making some pressure, pressuring the quarterback outside as his defense takes care of everything else. And then watch this. If you love D-line, watch how the pocket just collapses. Whitmore gets there. Whitmore gets there. Slayer gets there. Cooper gets there. Realist gets there. All of the defensive linemen are getting in the backfield. And then here, they go to Nolan again. Great blocking up front. 56 yards later, Georgia's on top of this game as they are taking a commanding lead right now in the FBU National Championship game. But on the punt, look at Seattle as they are showing that they are here to play with a big hit right there as they are trying to find a way to get some momentum to get back in this game to win this championship. And then here you look at number 95. We called his number earlier. He had a great game all game long, and he gets a quarterback sack as they now have position to try to come back in this game. And then later on in the drive here, you see them get another stop as they're giving it back to their offense, try to get some points on the board. But what do great teams do? They know how to close out halves. And here, Georgia gets an interception. Derek Allen right here, the safety, number 7, gets an interception right in front of the Gatorade sign. I guess he said it is in you because it's in him to make a big play as Georgia goes to halftime with a significant lead. Then coming out of halftime, Seattle makes adjustments. They know how to go with the trap inside. Let that D-line come upfield. Go ahead and run up under them as they get some yards there, some positive yards to get down to the 40-yard line. Then here, same play. Look at Georgia's D-line. They're getting upfield. Let's run right up under him. Number 2 from Seattle gets some nice yards, takes a big hit, but he gets some nice yards. But here on third down, they can't get anything going as Isaiah Washington from Grayson, Georgia, makes the tackle in the backfield. But then Seattle still showing that they can stay in this game. Number 95, I told you he had a great game. The kid played outstanding as he gets a quarterback sack with a little bit of help from his teammates. And then here on fourth down, they say it wasn't a catch, even though it probably looked like a catch. Can't go into review, but it wasn't a catch, and Georgia has to turn over the ball. But here again, they flush him out the pocket, cause some pressure, and Derek Allen's in position again, gets the interception. You see him in front of the East Bay sign that says prepare to win, and that is exactly what Georgia did as they are looking to cap this game off in the FBU National Championship. And then they go right here. Look at Chris Dominguez, look at the blocking downfield, gets in the end zone, and Georgia has won it for the second year in a row with a shutout, 32-0 in the FBU National Championship game. Congratulations to those boys.
But I gotta give Seattle some props. They know how to run, but we started ahead and then we got together and started scoring touchdowns. You know, we couldn't do nothing without the offensive line, so give the offensive line some props. And the coaches did great coaching on the defense and the defensive backs and linebackers. They know how to stop a play, and they had a couple mistakes, but you know they got back together and then they put pressure on the QB and they couldn't do nothing. Goose egg.
D-Line, baby! D-Line, baby! BoardOnTheBeat.com!
Give me 2. Give me 3.
Turn me up!
It's the top 10 plays of the week. As they say, it's turn up time. As you see here, the receiver from Georgia, D'Angelo Gibbs, goes and high points the ball. This is just beautiful here. Go up high over the DB, secure it, and make the catch as that starts off at number 10. At number 9, Look at the interception here by Derek Allen from Georgia, the 8th grade team that ended up winning the national championship in the national championship game against Seattle. Goes up, gets the ball, keeps feet in bounds, right by the Gatorade sign. Go ahead and get your Gatorade, young man. It was a nice play. At number 8, look at the way this quarterback makes sure he hits the receiver in that small window right there. You have to give it up for him just to pass. That would be one of those Trent Dilfer downs right there. At number 7, this here is a recurring theme. If you have punt return, you got to be crazy sometimes, but Lord Jesus, sometimes called a fair catch as he takes a big hit there. And then in the East-West game, the 9th grade game, oh my goodness, another big hit. Hit him with the John Cena, you can't see me, as that was obviously a competitive game for the 9th grade team there. At number 6, look at the 56-yard touchdown run by Nolan Edmonds. Gets some great blocking up front, and then he takes care of the rest as he gets in the end zone and gave Georgia a big-time lead in that championship game against Seattle. At number 5, look at Jamias Williams run the route for the receiver as he gets the interception, throws up the skull and crossbones, and many people can see why he's considered one of the better players in the country. At number 4, look at the run by number 27 from Florida. Breaks about 6 or 7 tackles, puts his foot in the ground, gets upfield, dives in the end zone, and he will lead Florida to that the championship in that national championship game. At number 3, with the kickoff, everybody knows this kid from Liberty County, one of the better players in the country, returns the kick for 102 yards. Many eyes are on him coming into this game. He did what he was supposed to do with a great game, and then here you see a great play on the kickoff return, showing off the speed, getting to the end zone, all-star game, have fun. At number 2, look at the quarterback. You won't see a better play. Stiff arm to the end, get him up off you. Turn your eyes downfield, make the pass, good pass, great catch by number 12 as Florida will end up winning national championship 7th grade division. At number 1, Chris Carter from the 8th grade GFL team from Georgia makes a one-handed interception that changed the game in the 8th grade championship, and Georgia would end up going on to win the championship. Good play by Chris Carter there. And that are our top 10 plays of the week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Larry, man, we've enjoyed it. It's been a great time out here. You see the festivities are going on. Everybody's having a great time. You go ahead and wrap up the national championship, wrap up the all-star game, East Bay All-American game, whatever it is, it's on you, man. How do you feel about everything?
Well, I tell you, man, when you start talking about coming out to San Antonio to Gridiron Week, it's one of the best amateur sports weeks I've ever been associated with. It's football, and more football. But not only that, it's the experience that you come out here and be a part of. And it's one of the best experiences of the new year.
Well, I tell you what, man, it was a great time. These kids got an opportunity to showcase their skills on a stage that FBU and US All-American and All-American Games have created for them. And hopefully these kids enjoyed their time, man. For me, that's it. We love you. Take care, man. Remember, we don't stop hitting till the whistle blows. I hope you do the same thing.
Go Gators.